Hello YouTube, Luigi here. I'm going to open up a new knife today, something I'm very excited to have gotten, something I've had my eye on for a long time. Going to open it up with the Boker Large Sod Buster. They call it the Range Buster. Okay. You should recognize the shape of this box. It's meant to emulate, see the star in the middle? It's meant to emulate the magazine of an AK-47. And indeed, it is the Kalashnikov, the Boker Kalashnikov 74 Auto. And the reason I say auto like that is they make this with a button lock where it's non-automatic. They make this in a mini version too. This is the 74. And I think they deliberately chose the number 74 to pay homage to the AK-47. Made in Taiwan. Okay. This is an automatic knife. It's my first automatic knife. There, I pressed this button and you saw it open up. It's a Boker. It's a Boker Plus. It's got aluminum scales with these grippy textures. You see a torque pivot, and it says Automat Kalashnikov 74 Boker. Lanyard hole. This wavy kind of pocket clip, and the jury's out on that. I haven't really tried it. Obviously, I just opened it up. Might be great. I don't know yet. I think it looks funny. It's got finger grooves. You know I like that. It's got decent jimping on top here. Open pillar flow through construction. And to close it, you merely press the button and shut it. It's a little stiff on the close because the torsion bar is so strong. You have to overcome that when you put it down. Let's look at the centering. That's pretty good, huh? That's darn good. Now, BladeOps, I subscribe to their YouTube channel, and every once in a while I get these notices from them that they're having a one-day sale. And this was, I got this at BladeOps, and this was one of the items. Usually what they have I'm not interested in at all. But this was one of the items that they did have. And I've been following this for a long time. I was able to catch it on sale, and I think I got it for a decent price. BladeOps. And the guy said, you know, this price for today only or while supplies last. And, of course, I got suckered right into that. Now, I wanted to talk about the difference, just in case some people don't know, between what's called an automatic knife and an assisted opening knife. I got to say this button, for safety reasons, is pretty well recessed in there, and you've got to kind of dig the corner of your thumb into there to deploy it, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. There's no such thing as one-handed closing with this, I'm figuring out, because you have to press down the button and overcome the torsion of that torsion bar or whatever's flying it out there. Now, I wanted to talk about the difference between automatic knives and spring assist knives. And apparently this is a very, picayune, legalese, technical definition. And whatever the lobby is, the NRA equivalent for the knife people, it is to their credit that they were able to get this through. I've got a few spring-assisted knives here. Whoa! CRKT Hisatsu. The Volt. Kershaw Volt 2. The CRKT Endorser. Now, what's the difference? It's a technicality. You know how legalese works. The difference is, on a spring-assisted knife, the user, the deployer, is physically interacting with a part of the knife, like this oblong blade thumb plate. that is part of the blade. You're interacting with part of the blade. In the Volt 2, the flipper is an integral part of the blade. You're touching the blade. With this CRKT endorser, this plunger release outburst system that you have to push down before you can push it out is also, you can see it right there, it's on the blade. The automatics, however, the button is not part of the blade. You're not interacting with the blade, and apparently it is this technicality that distinguishes an automatic knife from a spring-assisted or assisted opening. Now you can see this, they call this their plunge lock. See what happens when I push the plunger down? That allows me to close it, and the same thing when I push it, it pushes that lock bar out of the way and allows it to open. So that's my understanding of the distinction between automatics and assisted opening. I always wanted an automatic. I was never comfortable with the out the fronts, and this is, as you can see, it pivots outside. It's got a nice snap to it. Let's take a look at how big it is. They get real credit for me from a design point of view for that box that looks like the Kalashnikov magazine. Okay, if I put 0 there, I've got a 3 3/8 blade and a 4 1/4 handle, or a 8.5 centimeter blade and a 10.5 centimeter handle. That's it. I'm happy to have this. Like I say, it's my first. It's flat ground, which I like. It has no swedge, and it does get thin at the tip. This should have excellent piercing. It's a drop point. It's got a lot of belly for slicing, for slashing or slicing. And I don't know, man, it's almost a spear point. Look at that. I said drop, but it's almost a symmetrical top and bottom curve about a horizontal axis. I'm going to call this a spear point. Okay, everybody, that's it. God bless you. I love you all. Got it at BladeOps. I'm sure the sale's long over by now. Take good care. Bye-bye.